Thank you for tuning in to RaceGrooves. We're going to do a Matchbox case unboxing video. This is the E-case assortment from 2017. As you can see, 24 pieces in the case. Let's go ahead and see what the 24 models were in this mix. For those of you who have been tuning into the RaceGrooves weekend show, thank you very much. For those who like Matchbox case unboxing videos, I put a playlist in the description. If you like Matchbox cars, I have a playlist for that too in the description of my Matchbox cars videos, which might not necessarily just be the case unboxing videos. I've done some features on Matchbox cars. I've done reviews on Matchbox playsets as well. Let's see what we have here. Gatorade. It's kind of a bright color. Seems to me that this is not the first color release. I could be mistaken, but there you have a Matchbox model. Here you have Dune Crusher. Got red, white, red base color, white and blue, but silver. Silver decals right there. Sorry, won't fit in my red, white, and blue. My red, white, and blue collection. It won't fit on the track either. You see how white it is? Sorry, I don't do track time. I'm just saying that as a matter of fact. Here you have Vantum. I do love to collect vans, and even though this is a Matchbox Fantasy casting, they don't call them fantasy. They call it Matchbox. I forgot what they call it. If it comes to me, I'll think about it. It'll pop up. But I do like the decorations. It's kind of like from the 70s, and it looks like it could be an authentic casting. But when it comes to their original designs, Matchbox originals, see, I knew it was going to come to me. I don't mind this. Yeah, it's a little exaggerated, but I don't mind it. Torque Titan is another exaggerated model. So far we have 4 Matchbox originals in the case. None of these are licensed models. But if they make them look like they are realistic, you know, I don't mind them so much. Here you have Tin Forcer, another Matchbox original. Has a metal base, of course. They call it Tin Forcer, so that's like a tin hole on the ship. KO2 for the base code, which means that it was produced the second week of 2017. Now this one's red, white, and blue. It's even patriotic. Got stars and stripes. This is what I like to put in my red, white, and blue collection. Models like this. I opened this up in the weekend show. It does swivel. This part right here, I should show this side. The vehicle does articulate on this joint. You're able to make it move around. You're able to drive the vehicle. Scraper is the name. Here's a new model. Not new model, I'm sorry. New release for this case. The 08 Lotus Evora. Nice flat black paint. Kind of stealthy. I think I'm going to talk about this model after I do the unboxing video. Have a bit of tail decos. Headlight decorations. Because it's all black, it's kind of hard to see the actual design of the car. Kind of just blends in. It's all right. There's another licensed model. Not exactly one that people are going gaga over. Zamboni Ice Resurfacing Machine. It's another model that I opened up in, I'm sorry, not the weekend show, the last case unboxing video. I opened up these 2 models. I show how this has a moving feature. This also has a moving feature. The hood pops open, or that cabin. I don't know if you'd call it a hood, but it does open up. Master Silver, another Matchbox Originals model in orange and green. My stack of originals is piling up in license. Oh no, I'm sorry. Zamboni belongs over here. It's a licensed model. It's Matchbox Originals are piling up. Here is a licensed model. Geo Predator. Geo is an actual vehicle. It's a Romanian vehicle. I called up my brother. He works in the automotive industry. He knows a lot of stuff. He's been in it over 20 years. And I said, hey, what do you think about the Geo Rescue? Not this one, Geo Predator. And he said, huh? He didn't even know anything about the Geo Rescue. Of course not. It's Romania. It's not available here in the USA. Here's Freightliner M2106. in yellow. Engine number 4, MBX Fire Company for the decoration. This is a licensed model, Freightliner M2 105, 106, sorry. Here's a licensed model. Here you have the 71 Nissan Skyline 2000 GTX. Second colorway, came out a few months ago. I like that other color too. Here you have nice headlights, turn signals. Got your side view mirrors. It's kind of a flat gray paint color. Not too much different than the other one. The other one was glossy, the other one was a glossy gray or silver. 1971, and of course brake lights. Here you go. This does have a variation on the inside. If you, the passenger seat will have, it's kind of hard to see. Passenger seat will have seat belts. I don't see one right there. Maybe when I get on my monitor, I'll be able to see. I'm not sure. Sonora shredder. Now see, here's a Matchbox original. This is what I don't mind, is that, you know, they make it look pretty cool. Even though it's a Matchbox Originals model, they make it look pretty cool. It's not too exaggerated. Looks like it could be something on the road, right? I like it. Nice color, nice graphics. I like it. Road Raider. This is when it starts to get a little exaggerated, right? But then again, you know, I don't mind this model either. Military police decoration. Oh, I don't recall knowing that before. MBX on the tailgate. Here you go. Take a look at the inside. Hey, couple dogs, looks like. Another Sonora shredder. Got to take a look at it. You never know, you might have a wheel variation. Baja Bandit. Kind of looks like the old, looks like it could be a dune buggy from the 70s, but it's a Matchbox original as well. Don't mind it, looks all right. Looks pretty good. Here you have the Plowmaster 6000. I think this one is, I don't recall if this one's technically licensed anymore. Let's see. I don't see any licensing information. It might not use any actual vehicle licenses. So I think I have to put this over here. Used to be called highway maintenance truck, I believe. Here we have 14 Ford Transit news van. And this has a moving feature. This little radar dish pops up. Has a plastic body. Metal base. That's okay. I don't mind the vans having the plastic body. If you're trying to keep them, look, Matchbox is going to be $1 cost, okay? They're trying to keep it at the $1 US price point, and that's just what's going to happen. You're going to have plastic bodies. 57 GMC Stepside with the Boone County Sheriff. That's a license. Not only is this a licensed truck, but that Boone County Sheriff is actually a licensed decoration as well. Boone County is a real sheriff's department. The guy who works there, he's a Matchbox collector. That's how he gets Boone County on the vehicles. Tuk-Tuk or Tuk-Tuk, I'm not sure how to say that. Hey, fun little model. Looks like something that would be in the Tomica line, right? Got a little trike. This is what they putt around, I guess, in Thailand. You can see the Thailand temple right there. Let's see if I can see it here. Maybe it's on the, oh yeah, look, it's facing the other way. I'm gonna have to open this up and check it out facing the other way. Here's a couple samples of the Ford 550 Super Duty. I love this casting as well. I'm going to show you some of them from my collection. It looks like the plastic's different. This one's a darker green than this one here. Dave Tilley, you're going to have to be searching for your color variation. Has BLM Research decorations. And another Tuk-Tuk. Okay, let me go ahead and get my turntable set up. I'm going to open up a couple of these cars, and I'm going to show you some of my collection coming up next. When it comes to the Ford F550 Super Duty, I like it when this back area has color. Even though it's all plastic, when it has color, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks all right. I don't want to sound negative. It looks all right in plastic. But like this one here, I'm going to go backwards in time. This one's copyright 2016. Copyright last year, right? And then it gets released this year. Copyrights, it takes a while. They got to copyright or trademark it or copyright it long before it gets released. So this one is the same. You see the packaging is the same. Copyright 2016. So this one might have been earlier this year or very late last year. Because when they do the white body, I don't particularly care. It just looks like a big blob of white plastic. Now, of course, when you have the green back, it means you're going to have a green interior and the green front. It's all right. I don't mind. The white, I don't particularly. It looks like it's unfinished, but that's just my personal opinion, okay? Let's see, before that, this one, 2013 is the copyright on this one. There's a glance of the models that were at that time, if you'd like to see. Yellow, silverback. Looks all right. See, this is what I'm talking about. When it's silver in the back, it looks all right. Yellow hubs. Here's a packaging changes as you go back a little ways. This was 60th anniversary release, and the trademark copyright. 2012 is the release date. Here's a glance at the models at that time. See, red looks all right. Now, maybe some people don't like it with the red, but it looks pretty good overall with the color presentation, right? Let's see, here's another older packaging. 2011 copyright. And here's what I was talking about, right? National Parks decoration. When it's with white, not my particular thing. However, this one was pretty cool. There was a little goof, as you can see. I think this was a goof color. I don't think it was supposed to be this bright green. Longtime collectors, or even if you know, let me know. I think this was a mistake, this color here. I think it was supposed to be like this, because the rest of the national parks are this color, not this bright green color. We'll go ahead and take a closer look for you. Don't, there's the white. I don't want to say it again. Silver, 2010 for the copyright. It doesn't have the list on the back, but there's information. This one, see what I think happened is that they had this one released before, and then this one was next, and they wound up using the same color, but it was supposed to be that color. I don't know, don't work for Matchbox, and even if they told me, I wouldn't remember. I have my own things to focus on. And I don't know if this is the first color, to be honest with you, but I just went through my pile, and these are the ones that I pulled out. This is 2010. I have no idea. They don't put like new model, so I don't know if this was the first color presented or not. I just went through my Ford trucks container, and that's where I have these. I actually have too many of these. Actually, these aren't even in the Ford trucks anymore. I have these in their own container because I got so many. Okay, let's open up that 08 Lotus Evora now. It was in flat black. I hope this is, it looks like I might need to move a little closer right there. Let's open it up. I'm going to use my old turntable because this way the car can just keep spinning while I'm talking, because I'm going to be talking about a lot of Lotus. You're going to get to see a lot of stuff today. Looks pretty good, flat black. But other times, because of this, see that it's all black. In other releases, I'm pretty sure they decorate the grille or the hood right there. We'll find out in just a second. There's the 08 Lotus Europa. By the way, I think that one was released in the Hot Wheels line. Was it the Europa? I forgot. Hold on. Sorry about that. I get all confused. The Lotus names, there's Europa, there's Evora, there's Esprit, there's Esprit 1. So many of the Lotus names. They're so, oh, and Exige. So many of them so similar, get me confused. But here is the 08 Lotus Evora in the Matchbox line. Well, Hot Wheels had their Evora as well. They called it the Lotus Evora GT4. Here's a look at this color right here. But let me go ahead and get a black sample out. Here's the black sample of the Hot Wheels version of the Lotus Evora. Did it different. Hot Wheels, they got flack from adult collectors because they gave it a sloped chin right here so that it can go through the loops, and the Matchbox got a flat one as if how it looks on the street. So this one is very nice for collectors. This is nice for Hot Wheels collectors as well. And it's all right, but some people, they didn't like that one. At least it goes to the booster, so if you like to put your cars on the track, this was a nice one to have as well. That is the Hot Wheels version of the Lotus Evora. That is the Lotus Evora GT4 from Hot Wheels. So pretty similar. You got right-hand drive on the both. Now there were different colors. Let's check out an Evora in red. This is what I was talking about. See, when they put it in black, it's all blacked out. But the grill right there, the top, I don't know if that's a grill or not, but when they released it in red, look fantastic in red. This way they can break up the color presentation right there with the black. And they even put black near the window in the back. Here's a silver sample. Well, it's not really silver. I don't know what you would call that. It's a little off silver, kind of bluish. They did do a silver version though. And there's a look at that Matchbox silver version. Here's a green version that they did. Kind of a British racing green, it might be called. And they also had an orange sample of the 08 Lotus Evora. Yeah, I like the red and the orange. I like all the colors, but the red and the orange are nice because then they can give contrast with the decorations. Let me see what other Lotus I have. Matchbox has this Lotus Elise casting. I don't know if they use it anymore. This one was in the Superfast line. You can tell by the wheels. Those are not the basic wheels. Since it was in the Superfast line, it got a great color. Got headlight decorations. Special wheels. And it kind of looks like it has taillight decoration. Pretty hard to tell since it's pretty close to the same color, but they are there. So this is Matchbox Elise, Lotus Elise. They did have a Lotus Elise in the Hot Wheels line as well. Here's the Speed Machines Lotus Sport Elise. It has co-mold wheels. It was special for this Speed Machines line. I'm sorry, co-mold was not special for this line. This line used the special co-mold tires. Because if you're a collector, you know that the co-molds came out for accelerators. That's what they used them for first. Well, you know, these Speed Machines, if I would have known how desirable they would have been, I would have bought more, but I didn't buy too many. I got a bunch now, but I didn't get too many back then. For the Hot Wheels brand, Mattel did not have the Lotus Sport Elise only in the Speed Machines. It was also in the basics. Here you have a 2004 sample of the first editions. This is when it first came out. Lotus Sport Elise. Looks pretty good. Either way, it looks pretty good. Of course, more people are going to want this version than this one. But I do have a loose sample to put on the turntable if you like. Got to zoom in a bit. You might be watching on your phone. I got to zoom in so that you can see real close. Love this casting, love this model. This is gold. It was released in gold, and here's yellow. I don't recall how many other colors. Don't keep track. Just whatever I find, whatever I buy, that's what I get. And I'm happy to have that one as well. How about another Matchbox Lotus? Lotus Exige. This one's in red. And once again, the color pops when you got it with black and red. Looks fantastic. I'm going to keep this one in the package. Headlights. No taillights. This one I've opened up. Lotus Exige. The other one was on the older packaging. I'm too close so you can see this one's copyright 2006, but I've already opened this one up. I just have a piece of tape keeping it closed, and we'll put it back. Here's a look at the Matchbox version of Exige. Looking pretty good. It'd be nice if they could get this one back into the lineup as well. I'd be happy if they had a Matchbox $2 line, but it seems like Matchbox has a limited peg space allocated to it. But what can I do? I just collect. I don't have any control over what they decide to release. And Matchbox also has the Lotus Europa. Haven't seen this in quite some time. I like this one. It had a few colors, but this one, bright pink. Love pink cars. Love to collect pink cars. So I like this one too. And this one actually does work on the track. When I was doing the birthday parties for kids, I would have quite a few of these pink Lotus Europas out there in the mix. Because, you know, the girls, they like to play with the pink cars. But even the boys, it worked in the boosters, loops, and curves, so even the boys enjoyed using it. But as much as I try to treat boys and girls the same or individually, girls like pink. It's just the way it is. Let me wrap it up by showing you some of the Hot Wheels Lotus models. This was the Lotus Esprit S1. This was from 2015 from the James Bond 007, The Spy Who Loved Me movie. There was also a retro version where they had the wings coming out the side. I believe it was for an underwater sequence in the movie. This is a pretty good car. Like it. The ones with the wing, yeah, it's okay to have one. This one, I like having the extras. As a matter of fact, has this been released in any other colors but this white? I don't recall. Back in 2003, Mattel put the Lotus Esprit in the Sega series. That's why this one gets Shinobi graphics, because a Sega Shinobi, the Lotus Esprit. I believe this was re-released in the Exotics 5-pack, right? And now it does not have the separate wing on it. So this casting is still around. It just has been modified. Here's a look at the Shinobi on the top. And they also did a tuned version for those of you who love tuned cars, LOL. Here's the tuned Lotus Esprit. And you can see how it's pretty much the same car. They just tuned it, just kind of made it a little cartoony. Looks like they squished it from front to rear and popped it up a little bit as well. Let me see, plastic? Yeah, this one has a plastic insert. There's the tuned version. Well, we'll go ahead and give him a spin as well. I'm not sure if he'll get to appear in a future video or not, so now's your time to shine. Now, Mattel did work with Lotus in the Designer's Challenge, and Lotus did create Lotus Concept. This is not a real Lotus. But Lotus, the designers at Lotus did design that, and so that is in the Hot Wheels lineup. Lotus Concept, so it is a licensed model because Lotus is a licensee or licensor. It's a good track car if you'd like. If you can find the sample with the faster than ever wheels, oh yeah, this car's fast. Last but not least, from 2013, you have the Lotus M250. Pretty cool looking car. Oh, I should have brought out a silver. You know, I didn't bring out a lot of extra colors. I have a lot of the silver version as well. Here it is in blue. Look good in orange as well. And I know this is a Matchbox case unboxing video, but with the Lotus being released in Matchbox and Hot Wheels, I thought this would be a nice opportunity for me to show both of the lines, how each brand represented the model itself. You know, buy what you like, buy what you can afford, and enjoy the hobby. If you'd like to see some more videos, there are some links. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And most of all, have fun with your toys. Bye-bye.